Hey, so OpenAI just came out with their new GPT builder where you can create your own kind of custom GPTs. And I built a GPT here that analyzes data in a big spreadsheet. It analyzes SBA loan data for small businesses and then can advise a business owner on what SBA lender would be a good fit based on that data. So if I wanted to start a restaurant in Indiana, it would tell me, hey, here's the SBA lenders that would be the best fit. So let me just show you how that works real quick. But then what I want to do is show you how I built it. And if you're trying to use spreadsheet data to build your own custom GPT, I learned a few tricks along the way that I think were helpful and might save you a bunch of time if you're trying to use a spreadsheet. So let me show you how this works. So this data file has about 215,000 rows in it, so 215,000 SBA loans. So it's a pretty big file. It can handle a pretty big file. One of the things that I noticed along the way was that it seemed to work better with a CSV file instead of a Excel file. So I did convert the file to CSV. It did seem to work better that way. Okay, so it's just asking me basically what kind of business do I have and what kind of loan do I need. So I'm going to say I need a loan for a startup restaurant in Indianapolis, Indiana. So it's now going to analyze that data, all 217,000 rows, and come up with what SBA lenders are the most active in lending to startup restaurants in Indiana, and give us that list here. So there you have it. It tells us that, hey, based on this analysis, that Huntington Bank has made 25 loans to startup restaurants in Indiana, Sentier Bank 13 loans. And so this is great. It gives you a quick list of a few banks to reach out to as a great starting point. And so that's exactly what I wanted it to do. It took me a little while to get it to work well in this way. And so I'm going to show you now how I configured this. So we're going to come to Edit GPT up here. And this is where we do the work to create the GPT. This is a screen you'll be on when you're creating, but you want to come to Configure here. And so the instructions here are the important things. So let me try to get out of the way a little bit here. What I told it is, hey, you are an SBA loan advisor, an expert in helping SBA or small business owners find the best SBA lender for their particular loan request. Your knowledge is based on a CSV file containing SBA loan data from 2018 to the first half of 2023, with each row representing a unique loan. When you're analyzing the data, make sure your analysis is case insensitive. This was a trick that I found earlier on. It was having trouble, I would say, find me lenders that lend for existing businesses. And it was checking the database for specifically existing, it had capitalized, and businesses, it had lowercase. And it was returning no results because it was case sensitive. And so I needed to add in the specific instructions that it should be case insensitive, and that solved that problem, but that took a little while to figure out. So you just tell it what to do. So begin by inquiring about the loan's purpose, whether it's a startup, acquisition, or existing business. Ask what state they'll be in, and to describe their industry. Once the user describes their industry, try to narrow down the list to the industries that are most relevant to what they described, and then require the user to select a specific industry from the list. So I've got this list here. I gave it a list of 75 different industries, and that list corresponds to, this is the CSV file, and we have industry names here in this column. And so there's 75 or so different specific industry names that we have here. And so that's where I got that list, and then it will sort through that. So it does a good job of, if I say a cafe and it doesn't see a cafe listed here, it will, since that's not one of the industry names, it'll probably come up and say, how about a coffee shop, or is it a full service restaurant? It'll help me then pick a specific industry name from this list. So that was helpful. One of the things that I noticed is when I had it offering this entire list, or it was like typing out the entire list, telling the user, pick something from this entire list. And so I told it, hey, why don't you try to avoid typing up the entire list of industries, try to get the user to describe what they want to narrow down the industry list. So that ended up being useful. And then said use information to recommend the top lenders. Most of this isn't super relevant here. I did talk about some specifics of the file. So I said, as you analyze the data, make sure to look at column J called loan purpose, which will show whether the SBA loan in that row was for a startup, for an acquisition, or for an existing business. And then I wanted it to provide me lenders, a list of lenders that made loans to restaurants that were startups, not necessarily just restaurants in general, because one lender might like restaurant startups, another one might like restaurant acquisitions, and those could be different. And then another thing, and I don't know how helpful this was because I did this right from the beginnings, I just outlined every single column. So I said column A is the borrower city. This is the city of the SBA loan borrower. And I just went through every single column of that file. And what you do is you just upload the file here. And so I uploaded that file I showed you. And that was really it. It was able to then, initially I was getting a bunch of errors in its analysis. So it would say error analyzing. And that was like, for example, the case insensitive issue. And I just had to keep narrowing down. I could ask it why it was struggling. But here's one thing that's useful to let me show you. You can actually see its analysis. You can see the Python code of its analysis, which is super helpful to troubleshoot. So let me show you an example. So it wants to know whether it's full service or limited service restaurant. So I'm going to say full service. So it's going to do its analysis, and then what we should be able to do is you can actually click, there's a link here you'll be able to click that will actually show you how it did its analysis. So if you're getting strange results, you can actually click in to see what it did, which is quite helpful. So I'll show you that here in a second. Okay, so this is interesting because my first example, it didn't ask me whether it was full service or limited service. This time it wanted me to narrow down, and it narrowed down to full service, and so the list changed a little bit. But here, this link right here at the end says view analysis. And so what you'll see here is that it filtered here the data by borrower state, and it looked for state of Indiana, by industry, full service restaurants, and loan purpose startup. And so then that's how it ended up returning back this result. Yeah, if you are seeing strange results come into this analysis, and you'll probably be able to track down. I'm not a programmer, not a software engineer, but I can look at this easy enough to understand what it's doing to notice when something is off. And I was able to make adjustments based on that. So that is it. I thought this felt like a magical experience. Honestly, within a couple hours, I had this tool that can just tell me anything about SBA lenders around the country and who would be the best fit for any unique business situation. And so it was really cool, blown away by what OpenAI and GPT has put together here. So hope this has been helpful. I'll put a link to this particular GPT I created in the description of the video below so you can play around with it if you want, and be happy to answer any questions. If you have any questions, leave us a question in the comment, and I can tell you about my experience with it. So hope that helps.